What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm John and this is John Paul Investing. So today I was going to go over another interesting company. It is along the same lines of like PayPal and Square as far as payment processing and transaction goes. And this company is called Paysafe. And they are coming to the public markets via a reverse merger or a SPAC deal. They are a blank check company. They help other companies come public. They do like the whole 2-year process. They find the company and then they bring them public. So what I already do know about this company is they are established. They have been established in the US since around 2013, and they were brought up in Europe in I think the late 90s or 1999 or 2000. So I mean, they have been around. This is a growing industry. The payments processing industry is always going to be growing, and especially with the whole CV-19 illness going around, this is just pretty much accelerating the need for contactless, socially distant, transactions, doing things from, like digital products in that sense. It has become the new normal for things to be transferred into, digital wallets or digital products. Like one of their big markets is going to be the gaming industry and iGaming. And the thing is, as time goes on, a lot of people who are into video games when they were younger are getting older, and now they have money to spend. And since you can't really go out and spend money on goods outside as you would in the past, like going to shopping malls and things like that, shopping malls have been dead in my area. By the way, people in this generation who are growing up in video games are being able to afford these digital products. So for anyone who's not familiar, the gaming industry is in the hundreds and hundreds of millions of active users globally. So I mean, this market is only going to get bigger. It's a very easy market to target just because they are digital products, so there's not a whole bunch of like logistical, bottlenecks or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But overall, they are, in the presentation, they're saying they're going to be bigger than PayPal as far as business to consumer and business to business. So that's also another interesting point to make there. And overall, I think this, as far as stock price, it did take a dip today. So there could be a chance to, if you want to do some intraday plays, there could be a chance this could go to like $13, $14 real quick. Maybe even past $15. It's hard to say, but I'm thinking this stock could very easily go back to its previous high of like $13.5, $14. So William Foley is the founder and the brains behind this blank check company. He has led multiple pipes into these companies. We have Fidelity, FIS, Black Knight, Ceridian, Dun & Bradstreet. Bill Foley is an agent of change and transformation. Paysafe is a highly attractive and scarce investment opportunity within payments and financial tech, with similar characteristics to other Bill Foley deals, going back to the other companies that he's helped bring to the markets. So Paysafe is estimating $103 billion in total volume in 2021, with around $1.5 billion in organic revenues for that year. They're expecting this revenue figure to increase 11% year over year for the next 3 years, with an organic earnings before income tax depreciation and amortization of 17%. And they're expecting some very healthy profit margins at 30%. What I do like about Paysafe's product is the fact that it is a digital payment solution process, and the fact that they can basically diversify into the same industry into a bunch of sub industries, so they could do business to business and business to consumer. They're the number 2 global store to value digital wallet in the world, at least with the markets that they currently serve. The one that I think is going to be really big is the iGaming network. As I mentioned earlier in the video, they're going to capture the Gen Z, the millennial, and the underbanked consumers. I feel like this is the market that a lot of people really don't account for. People who don't play video games, it's very easy to overlook this because you just don't understand it. So their e-commerce and point of sale business is also a very large business already, and again helps diversify their pool of products that they serve to the greater market. Again, very good business to business and business to consumer. They have 3.8 million active users. This is a lot of people, with over $1 billion in deposits, which is a lot of money. But the eCash, again, look at this, 12 million users with over 650,000 distribution points. So there have been a lot of exchanges through the iGaming network of Paysafe. And of course, with the integrated payment processing, they have over 250,000 merchants that they serve. And as far as all of these products go, they have a very nice gross profit margin. Here we see at the bottom right, 63%. So here it is. They were launched in 1999 in Europe and the rest of the world. In Canada, they were launched in 2010. And here in the US, they were launched in 2013. So over time, they are expecting these markets to increase in value In Europe, around 12% per year for the next 5 years. In Canada, 15% per year for the next 5 years. And in the US, they're expecting a whopping 55% year over year growth for the next 5 years. But in order for this 55% growth to happen, they are assuming with this little 4 up here that the iGaming is legalized pretty much nationally, and a lot of sports betting is going to become normal, and that market is going to, tap into this figure. So we can assume if this doesn't happen, then it is likely that, 24 billion is more likely, which is still, a whole lot of growth. So on this chart here, we'll see that the x-axis is business to business, with the y-axis being business to consumer. And if we look on the top right here on Paysafe, we'll see that they're pretty much far right and far at the top. So they're essentially saying that they are going to be bigger than Nuvei in terms of business to business processing, and they're going to be bigger than PayPal as far as business to consumer processing. So essentially they see themselves becoming pretty much essentially the biggest payment processor in the world outright. We look at some of their iGaming customers. Again, this is like the really big one. I keep saying it. We have DraftKings, sports betting in general. We have Pennsylvania Lottery. We have Michigan Lottery. Basically, these are the people who are going to go into, iGaming, sports betting, this emerging market that we really have not seen come into fruition yet. And the fact that this is such a blanketed product, the fact that it deals with money, as long as there's money, there's going to be a need for payment processing. And the fact that all these, different digital products and platforms are growing, they're just going to be able to implement their product and services across a ton of different industries. So again, we have gaming, we have social media, property management, and even wellness with memberships. We already know how big the YouTube platform is. We know how big Spotify is. We know how big Fortnite is. Twitch is huge too. All these guys are going to be very big players into, and making Paysafe a, really big company. They have an ability to augment and enhance existing mergers and acquisition track record with Foley's best-in-class execution and network. They're essentially able to integrate their technology into a variety of businesses, and this could potentially put them in a position to acquire some very lucrative businesses that could help Paysafe. They have the opportunity to acquire the customer base and monetize them effectively. They can add new markets and verticals. They can, save money for a bunch of different companies. They can add a lot more e-cash distribution. And of course, with the legalization that we're hoping to see, we're going to see a bunch of iGaming data services, marketing services, geo-compliant services, anything revolving around iGaming and, sports betting. Here are some more figures. They are expecting a ton of growth, as we have already seen. We have 15% here from 20 through 2023. And we have another 11% from 20 through 2023. The left side is going to be in terms of sales volume, and the right side is going to be revenue from this sales volume. So we'll see the volume is going to go up, but they're expecting to become more and more profitable as time goes on as well. And, just to one more time, reiterate the fact that they are a diverse business. This is a highly diversified business. This is slide number 27. They're diversified by segment. We have processing, wallets, and eCash. They have even more diversification based on geography. We have Europe, North America, and the rest of the world. And then they are also diversified by verticals. We see iGaming, SMB, I'm actually not sure what it is, and emerging verticals. So, regardless, we see that they have different industries that they can target. 75% organic revenue from e-commerce and integrated. As long as we need money, we are going to need payment processing services. And, I see us needing money, pretty much for the rest of mankind. The form of money may change. We might see more digital money, hence, the rise of Bitcoin and all these other cryptocurrencies as well. But the point is that digital products are becoming more prevalent, and the one who's going to facilitate these transactions for the most part and is, setting themselves to be the market leader is going to be Paysafe. I don't think they're quite there yet, but I'm sure they're going to do whatever they can in their power to, reach this position. I would have to do a little bit more research comparing them to like PayPal and seeing, what services they offer better than one another. But as far as, the markets they are targeting, it looks very good. The prospects for this business are looking very well. And, there's nothing I can really complain about the business. The business model is there. It's going to be a growing business. They're going to become more profitable as time goes on. And it's not a business that's really going to go anywhere. So I think this is a good thing. They have a track record. And, overall, I like Paysafe. If Paysafe is something that you're looking to invest in, this could be a good investment that you hold for the long term. I think that right now at $13 with the dip, there could be a play in the short term, as I mentioned earlier in the video, at least to make it up to, maybe $14, $15. But I always recommend against that. It did take a dip today, so if you were to buy the stock today, then you may have had a chance to buy it cheaper than, someone might have paid yesterday or the day before. So again, this is something that I would not pass up on. Definitely look into Paysafe more. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification to get notified when I make videos just like this one. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.